Hey, this is Roger. I'm on location with Ralph McMillan,
Good to see you,
top
Roger.
Charlotte real estate attorney.
Nice
Now,
you say that.
Yeah, well, when we get up in this room, and I've been in this room a number of times, you look at that whole packet of paperwork, and you're like Zorro. You just sign, sign, sign.
You got to. There's a lot of stuff in there, and most of it's not that important, really.
But what it is important about the title and the title search.
Absolutely,
and
absolutely. That's
tell us-
that's
talk
very,
to
very
us.
important. What we do is we do what's called a title search, and what that means is we go to the public records of Mecklenburg County or Union County or Cabarrus County, wherever the property is located, and we search to find out what liens are on the property. That means mortgages, judgments, what taxes are owed, certain things like that. So that's what we do, and that's very, very important because if you buy a piece of property and there's a lien on it you don't know about, you've got a big, big problem. Mm-hmm. So we go down there and look at all that stuff.
So the buyer's paying for that to protect himself.
That's correct. They do.
And then the lender wants to be protected as well.
That's right. They do. And they want what's called a lender's title insurance policy. For example, let's just make it real simple. Let's say you're buying a $100,000 house and an $80,000 loan. The lender's going to want a lender's policy for $80,000. And to make things simple, let's say it roughly costs about $2 a thousand. Mm-hmm. So you're paying $160 for the lender to the title insurance company to get a lender's policy for them. But we tell people, look, hey, if you're going to do that, spend an extra few dollars to get a owner's policy for you, which is $100,000. Now, you don't pay for it twice. You pay the difference between $160,000 and $80,000 and $100,000, which is going to be about $4. So it's worth it.
The buyer pays for both of them because the lender requires it.
They're really only paying for one. You get two policies for the price of one is a better way to look at it because you have to pay the $160,000 for the $80,000. Mm-hmm. So why not put on an extra $4 to pay for the extra $20,000 worth of coverage?
And what's an example in real life of how that's protected someone?
That's a great point. Let's just make it simple. Let's suppose there's a judgment. Let's suppose that I sell a house and I have a judgment against me for $1,000. And let's suppose we only have a lender's title policy. Well, because the lender's policy and the loan is 80% of the value of the property, the title company will only pay $800 of that $1,000 claim. Mm-hmm. But if you have a owner's policy, they'll pay 100% or $1,000. So for $4, you get $200 extra coverage. It's a great bargain.
Very good. And we hear the term marketable title. How would you explain that?
A marketable title means there are no liens on the property other than stuff which is customarily there, like restrictions, which means how can you use the property. That taxes, there's a lien for taxes, but it's always paid. There's homeowners' dues, but they're already paid. So there's certain things which are normally on there. But a good example of an unmarketable title would be an old deed of trust, which was paid off but not canceled. So that means you've got, and that's what we do a title search for. We find those. I've got several now I'm working on. We've got to get those canceled too, or you don't have marketable title.
Very good. Ralph, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
If somebody wanted to get a hold of you to schedule a closing at your firm, how would they call you?
They call 704-552-9997.
One more time.
704-552-9997.
Thanks so much, Ralph.
You're welcome. Great.